Hey, my name's Kava, and I'm here with Unrivaled Sports Performance, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 steps to getting recruited. Now, this is more focused on NCAA sports, however, this does also apply to NAIA schools as well. The first step to college recruiting is education. You're going to a university to become a student athlete. Emphasis on the student piece here. So, your education has to be the number one priority. If you make sure to take care of your grades, that organization will transfer over to your athletics as well. Now, I know this could be difficult for some of you guys, but don't be worried if your GPA isn't as strong as you'd like it to. Strong standardized test scores will definitely improve that leveling out when talking to these coaches. So that means doing well on SAT and ACT. If you're not 100% comfortable with your GPA, I definitely recommend taking multiple tests, okay? The more you take these standardized tests, the better you will be. The second step to college recruiting is skill. Now, you're going to be an athlete, you better have some skill in this. And so, as you're leveling up between youth sports to competitive sports to collegiate sports, there's another level to it. So as you get older, the physical piece definitely comes into play. Having a sports performance coach or a sports specific coach definitely helps you improve and level up your game. When you go into these schools, you could be 17 or 18 years old going against a redshirt senior who can be 22, 23 years old. This is a grown adult, a grown man or woman that you're playing against. So make sure that you're doing everything that it takes to be the best athlete you can be. Now, I did focus a little bit on the athletic piece, but there is the skill piece, the mental piece, the recovery piece, because those seasons are tougher than anything you've done before. The training sessions are more intense, 2 hours, 3 hours, weight room after, and you have to be prepared for all of that. So having a right head on your shoulders would definitely allow you to become a better athlete. The third step to college recruiting is videos. Now, I like videos for 2 reasons. The first is to boost up your sport IQ. If you watch yourself, you'll understand certain mannerisms, certain areas of improvement that you might not see when you're in the game and you're so focused on what's going on. My key here is to watch yourself multiple times so you can understand what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, how can I improve, what did I do well, what can I get better at, and so you have way more insight into what you're doing. The next piece is to create videos, okay? We're out here to show ourselves to these college coaches, and they're only going to have one way of seeing us if they can't see us in person. Those videos are going to be crucial, especially if you're trying to communicate with coaches outside of your state. And I definitely recommend that for all my athletes. Step 3 and step 4 cannot be said without each other, okay? Step 3 is the videos, step 4 goes to networking. Now, you have these videos, them collecting dust by themselves aren't going to do anything. Now it's time to put those videos to work by networking with potential college coaches. Now, you might not always have the direct connection to these coaches, but it starts on the local level. I recommend talking to your own specific coach and letting them know about your aspirations. I would also recommend talking to other teams' coaches after games. Let them know, hey, I appreciate your athletes and I appreciate the competition, and that can start even having you get comfortable with unfamiliar coaches. Now, I'm located here in Sacramento, California, and there are plenty of schools around here which I can network to. Sac State, UC Davis, they are both in very competitive conferences, and if you go to those games and you're able to speak to those coaches directly, speak to those coaches who they are playing against, that is going to give you so much more experience and so much more exposure. Now that you have an idea, it's time to message these coaches, okay? And I want you to be very specific. When collecting a network, I would think about what schools you want to go to, what areas you want to live into, possible majors, possible conferences, all those things. And I would just start broad. And then once you have that wide net, start to narrow in to our final group. Now that moves us to our final and 5th step, and that's registering with the NCAA clearinghouse. Now, if you follow these steps all the way through, you will have a good education base. You'll have quality skills that are college level. You will have videos to share with these coaches. You will have networked with these coaches, and now these coaches will have expressed interest. When you register for the NCAA clearinghouse, a coach has to also sign off on it, and then you're cleared and you're in the game, okay? This is important. This is the most important step that we're going to do in this whole process. And once you're here, you're officially a recruit. Now let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any questions, if you guys are thinking about going to college for athletics, if you're in the process, let me know in the comment section below and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions in a future video. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later.